Yeah, I've just written a little animation that's going to run on the Launchpad.
Okay, cut to international footage.
I've got Ledger here just holding it for me. Yeah, it's just a text scroll and a bit of animation. I'll just run it now and explain a bit after.
And colour.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a mini blender. I want to do what's it.
That reminds me, I've got to turn my phone off, people.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, the Launchpad is basically just a MIDI controller. It's designed for use with Ableton, and if you write MIDI signals out to it, it displays it on the buttons. Which
So what's Ableton?
Ableton's a digital audio workshop. It's
like a MIDI.
Yeah. It's sort of it's used to make music. It's sort of like a virtual studio type thing. Yeah, sort of like Cubase. Someone mentioned Renoise earlier. I had a quick look at that. It looks sort of similar. It's sort of like a tracker, but doesn't generate tracked music. But yeah, the Launchpad. Each button basically has two LEDs, red and green, and they each have 4 levels of brightness, including off. So a total of 16 colors. Not brilliant output. And it's kind of limited in that you can only send 400 messages per second to it, roughly, because it runs on very low-speed USB. Because they didn't exactly think we'd need that much graphics bandwidth for it. They have lately brought out a newer version that is slightly more expensive that has an upgraded USB chip, so that's no longer a limitation.
Upgrade.
Yeah, upgrade. So yeah, like running that, I've managed to get it up to a maximum frame rate of about 10 frames per second, which is not brilliant. That's not bad.
Better than mine.
So is that just a quick
Yeah.
question? Is that a limitation of MIDI or the USB?
It's a limitation of the Launchpad hardware itself. Like the USB chip it's got in it is low-speed USB, and with the overhead, you can only push about 400 MIDI messages through it per second. That's 3 bytes per message, so like 1.2K per second. Any other questions?
Yeah, say 10 frames a second again.
10 frames per second?
Yeah, man. I'm going to start measuring my internet by that standard.
This is meant to be an input device, right?
Yeah, it's meant to be an input device. Like those buttons are all like you push button, get result type things.
So during your demo, if you click one of those buttons, it would do something awesome.
No, I haven't written.
No, you would have done that, right?
Not in this one.
Yeah, no, like you've done that. You just didn't show it. Yeah. All right, cool, thanks.
I do have other programs that run on it that do React to Touch.
And you ended this tonight, right?
Yeah, like I wrote half of this demo tonight.
Yeah.
Like anything else? Anyone else? Run it again? Okay.
Can everyone see the thing?
Yes. It's with the lights out.
Can you get the lights out?
I wonder whether this is
That's the DNA helix, if anyone's interested.
Yeah, it's sine and cos, and then drawing in between. That one's based on each pixel's distance from the center. It's like fairly straightforward one.
Hey, square root every picture is not top of the brain, right?
Well, it is being driven by the computer, so it can render frames significantly faster than it can output them.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
The worst part about your hardware is the video. I was thinking the worst part about your demo is the slowest and worst component is the video.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
You just pop it on the TV, yeah. No, this is.
The limitations back here is ridiculous.
Brilliant.
For me, the limitations.
Awesome work there. Thanks, Greg.